Hello, Chirag. Hello, everyone. Myself, Bhaskar. Today, I'm here to discuss the games of our kids. Super excited mode. I think games are already started. So it's really good to have it here. Okay. Well, I can see the white is just going for learning the basic principles for the fundamental of opening, developing all the pieces. He tried to pin the queen on bishop g5 and still staying in that course. Same with the white bishop route. So it's a good one. Since that's the opening started, black is also responding good. Maybe white is gonna go for short castling, I guess, and work on the center. White, I guess, is going to work focus more on the center. That's why he has a c3 and d4 style of development. Black has also got a good defense. So we can expect more from this thing. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's a walkover game. That's why we can. Is here. This is the game. The kids with, yeah, it's unstoppable checkmate now. Same problem with the kids. Little bit missing the back rank threats every single time. It happens. I guess it's normal Italian that has been taken. Maybe Here we can see a beautiful way. See, some kids, those who don't want to take any kind of risk, where we see the black place pawn to h6, this is a prophylaxis. When the opponent, white played pawn to d3 with the idea of pinning the bishop on g5, that creates lots of problems for many kids. They don't want that type of pin in the very opening part of the game. So what they do is, many kids I have seen, they want to play risk-free. So they play h6 before the bishop or the knight can come to g5 and create some chaos. So that's a good idea. But still, I think white is a very attacking level player. So here he come up with knight g5. Let's see what his plan is. Here, yeah, here this is a very commonly happening incident I have seen in this kid, the kid of this level. What they prefer is they think we are getting a rook 5 points, so we can trade 2 pieces for that, as these are 3 valued pieces. But here we have to see it in a collective way. First of all, if we add the values of the bishop and knight, it's going to be 3 plus 3, 6 points, which is over than rook. Not only that, kids have some kind of, extra suggestions. Sir, we are getting a pawn and a rook. So 6 versus 6, we are equal. That's correct. You are equal in material. But the problem is a rook is a single piece. The performance of a rook will be a singular performance. But bishop and knight, their performance can be dual performance. 2 pieces showing their activities in 2 different areas. The alone rook cannot do that. So that's why it is always preferred to have 2 minor pieces over the rook. So we should not trade this kind of f7 threats. We should keep our bishop and knight instead of giving it them just for a rook and a pawn. Exactly. Yeah. A very simple mistake of number of attackers and defenders. That's it. It's an international fight right now. So Yeah. Mm. I feel like maybe Vaibhav Bharati is having some kind of internet issue because the way I can see the moves he has played in the opening, he's already have a practice of this opening. It's not the first time he's playing, maybe. So, but right now we can see he committed a little mistake, bringing the rook along d8. He should have castle first and create at 6. So let's see. Now white is
Hello.
maybe we can see one more game. Okay, as I was guessing, Vaibhav Bharati is having a network issue. He is about to lose in time, maybe. Okay, yes, he forfeited in time. Not a problem. It's a common. It's the part of process. Many kids face this kind of problems due to the internet issue. So it's always recommended, guys, to have a better internet connection before you start for the tournament. Properly settled on your devices. Check your connections properly so that you won't have a crucial game in the tournament.
Okay, one second, guys. I'm just trying to fix my audio. All right. Right. One second. Let's see. Okay.
Taking a video from your girlfriend? Yeah.
All right, Bhaskar, let me just set up. Is the audio audible now? Let's see. And let me just go to the next game. We'll just go to the next game. All right. There are some games going on. Jagannath Kiran, Ayan Pujari versus Dharmendra Tanish. This looks an interesting game here. All right. Okay. Let me just check. Vasco, meanwhile, you can continue commentating. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. And this is the first round game versus Ayan Pujari and Tanish, Dharmendra Tanish. And Ayan is from England and Tanish is from India. And here we see that black has some kind of, Ayan has some kind of attack going on, the white's king. But white is able to hold the fort. White is able to defend, like seems to be a well defended position. But there are some still tricky tricks like which Avian can do. So let's see how does that goes for Avian.
to give an extra hand.
But yes, and now I guess white will getting some kind of activity because the rook went into the center. The queen can come behind the rook, maybe e3, and the rook comes back on e1, rippling the pieces on the same file. Yes. I guess what Black was hoping was Black thought if the bishop captures, then probably he gets some queen f2 kind of attack instead of the rook.
I can say.
Yes, but not at this level. The kids are not going to do that blunder. Probably once in a new moon, but not today. And yes, and but let's see where did Black lose a piece? We can just go a couple of moves before. Is e4, e5, knight c3, and knight f6. Okay. H3, a little bit of inspiration from Ding. Okay, sorry. Some moves have taken place on the board, I guess. So the rook came back on e3 and the queen went back on f5. So yeah, white could have simply played queen to e3 also trying to exchange. Yes. So I guess Tanish is in like a driver's seat here. Let's just see if there are more games going on in round one. Avian is in a little bit of trouble, but he has some kind of activity if he's able to try out something. All right, now he comes queen e1, realizes maybe will go ahead on the e8 square and exchange a pair of rooks. All right, so let's go to the next round. There's one more game going on. Avian and Tanishq are playing. There is Arav Singh and Jagannath Kiran. Kiran Jagannath are playing, and it looks like queens are off the board. Oscar, your thoughts about this position? Also, again, I guess again the timing is a difference here. 1.5 minutes for Arav and Kiran has like 10 minutes on the clock. So Kiran is playing too fast. And here, yeah, Kiran goes for an excellent move, c4, just stabilizing in the center. Even if captures, he can capture with the d pawn now. And yeah, so Kiran should be better, but Kiran should be careful just that because of playing fast, he shouldn't make any mistakes. And here, Kiran is in the driver's seat. Let's go to the other game which is going on right now. Okay, this was the game on board one which was happening, I guess. Prasad Kore. Here we tuned in the beginning, and this game is over. So only uh, okay, only Arav and Kiran Jagannath's game is going on. Uh, So let's stay here, and then probably if we have time, we'll visit other games from the top here. All right. Now the bishop is kind of out. A little hope for the bishop, but white has too many extra pawns. So let's see. That is going to the corner of the board. Yeah. So he decided to attack the rook on d1 by going on the a4, which is the left side of the corner of the board. And all right. So white has a clear plan. Black also like has some troubles finding the most accurate moves. And here also the time difference doesn't help black. So black seems like Kiran Jagannath will have this game ahead. Okay, some ideas, good ideas. Bishop b3 trying to attack the pawns, but can be simply defended with a move like rook c1. Yeah, which white opts for. All right. Kids showing their class. Kiran Jagannath showing this class. Okay, all right. Now, okay, audiences, this is the last game, so we are sticking to it. There is only. Okay, all right, 1 second. Let's just see. Okay, Bhaskar, can you say something? 1 second. All right.
Can you hear me, Chira?
Yeah, I can hear you, Bhaskar.
Yes.
All
Maybe
right.
some kind of glitch.
Okay, we are facing some technical issues. 1 second. Let's just try to fix it. All right. Now let's see. Okay, 1 second. Hello, 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 hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, I guess the audio should be fine now. Second. I guess the audio should be fine now. Okay, Bhaskar, can you say something?
Yeah. I hope my voice is coming clear right now. Am I audible properly? Yeah.
Yes, Bhaskar. Yeah, Bhaskar. So we are good to go with the technicalities right now. And let's just come back and focus. We have, okay, audiences. Sorry, we had, okay. So as expected, Arav Singh ran out of time, and Kiran Jagannath had some good play. All right. So we will be jumping in round two. Round two should be starting right now, and here there are many kids who are on point 1 points right now, which is so we saw Swarit Tejas, Aditya Nathan Nair, Tanish, Kiran Jagannath, Tanushvi Shah, and Jason Pardarkar, Sarth Gupta. All these guys are at 1 points. So they'll be facing off each other. Let's see on the top board. Let's see what's going on. It's white is Tanish and black is Tanush Visha, and they are facing off each other, and it should be an exciting matchup. We just saw Tanush played a very stable kind of an end game and won that game against Arav. Tanush also won a beautiful game earlier, and let's stick to this one. Let's see how does it go. Okay, we are good to go now. All right. So
You can
here,
see a simple Italian continuing here. Tanish versus Tanush.
yes,
So,
both of them are playing a symmetrical kind of position. So,
correct.
Bhaskar, how do we escape this, right? Like, white
Yeah.
keeps on repeating, black will keep on copying your move. How do you escape
Yeah,
this,
but
right?
I have a yeah, this is Italian game. One is the game where white and black goes almost same moves for like first 10 to 12 moves. Kids in some of the batches they have a special name for this. They call it as copycat only. So because black don't give any kind of efforts, he just sit and copy. But after certain time, like now we can see, then whenever you want your opponent will not be copying you, then you need to give some threats to the opponent. Unless you give some threats, your opponent will not be in any due pressure. Okay. If you want somebody to break off the rhythm, then you have to give some distractions. And the best distraction in chess is to give threats or to attack. Yeah. So if you want somebody not to copy you, come up with some plan, something unexpected way of attacking opponents any piece. It could be lower as well as possible, maybe higher as possible, but you should be attacking in a different way, in an unexpected way. So opponent will immediately stop copying you and he will be busy in saving his own pieces and you will see whatever you want.
All right. Tanush did exactly that, as you mentioned, Bhaskar. He came with the knight in the center, and then we saw here that white just captured the knight in the center and like destabilized a little bit of pawn structure. So
Yeah. So
d6 and d4 pawn, doubled pawns, are a little bit unstable. Okay, so he's going for the bishop trade also. He's trying to exchange a white pair of bishops. All
here,
right.
one thing we can see, like good for black is since you have exchanged his knight on f6 with the white's knight on c3, so there is a good passage for the black's going to come to f6, then g6. Maybe he can plan something on king side, but at the same time, when he accepts the d4 knight over his e5 pawn, that's blocking his one of the bishops. Right? That's a bad thing. Now, Tanush's task is to figure out a way how can he make his black bishop as important as his white bishop. That's
Which I
one.
guess
Okay,
he is planning, yeah, with
he's trying for that. Yeah,
yes,
correct. He's trying for that. So let's see how it's working out. Well, I forgot
d5,
to
and now
mention
the
one thing.
bishop can just go back, aim towards the king. And yeah, Bhaskar, kids listening
Yeah,
to your thoughts and
yeah.
playing some
So
good chess, following the principles. If the
maybe
coaches and the
yeah,
kids are
all
thinking
solved.
alike, so that means the kids are going on in the right direction. All right, so we'll come back to Tanush and Tanush games. Both of the names had a similar ring to it, and we'll come back to their game. Let's jump to another game, which is Jason. Jason got a walkover, I guess, in the last one, and here he's playing against Swarit Tejas Mehta. So this one he has
Maybe
to.
he came back.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is maybe I thought maybe after walkover game, maybe I think he came back. Jason
Yeah,
is the one who Okay, Jason was the one who got the walkover.
Yes.
I think Sanvi Paripalli, she's the one. She is unable to join the tournament because for 2 rounds constantly her opponents are getting it.
All right.
Okay,
For
so
the,
Jason,
can you explain a walkover to the audiences?
yeah. So walkover is a concept in chess. What happens when two person are paired with each other and the game starts? Let's say the game starts at 10. So after 10, after the starting time, there is a fixed time for which you will be waiting for your opponent to reach to board and he can or she can still start the game. If your opponent doesn't come, the opponent is absent for the ongoing round, then that is considered as walkover. Like your other point simply gets a free point. That's what a walkover is.
All right, well explained. All right, and here he's playing accurately till a point. Now he just blundered. Okay, guess Queen D3 is not a move, not the exact move.
Can we go just a couple of moves back? A little bit back. So I just want to check how he entered that. Okay. Here is the thing. Basic sim. Simple discover attack.
Yes, simple discovered attack, but okay.
Now
After the
he blundered again.
discovered attack, giving up that pawn. Okay, a lot of moves, and these guys are playing really fast. So,
Yeah.
like to avoid the skewer, and now I guess Tejas Mehta is in the driver's seat, threatening some forks here. Knight C2 probably might exchange pieces and
Tejas
just
is winning.
yeah.
Tejas got a simply extra rook and
So on board
simply
two,
winning for
Tejas is
this.
winning. Let's jump to another board. Let's see, there are a lot of kids who have joined. Tejas is winning. Tanush and Tanish's games are going on. Let's go to okay. Let's see what's happening here. Arav Singh versus Tazeen. All right. Last game we saw Tazeen playing a lot of attacking chess, and Arav
Yeah.
Singh had a little bit of time trouble, I guess. And I guess his internet connection is restored now. And okay, that's a pawn four that Arav found, and should be a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, this pawn fork is a good thing, but only one problem while having these situations is you can see Fazin, I guess, sorry, my mistake. Tazin is having his rook against Arab's queen. So even if he gives the pawn fork, if just simply Black will save his queen, Arab won't be able to take the knight at this present moment because he's also under a pin. So it's a really difficult. So Arab needs to take care of the queen first, and then only he may get a chance to get the knight. But by the time Tajin will obviously save the knight. So whenever you're about to give any attack to the opponent, make sure your pieces are in the comfort square. You don't make the pieces in a vulnerable square. If you are already in danger, you won't be able to give your 100% while attacking the opponent. So you be at good places and have a good angle to attack them. That's always worth it.
All right. Good advice. And yeah, the queen is under pin, so the knight can't be captured at the moment. And Arav is thinking here. He realized it right now. So Arav is thinking what to do. Uh, what moves come to your mind here? For white, I can't see many moves here. Like probably just bringing the rooks to the center. That should be a good plan.
Here we can maybe here there is a chance Arab can take the advantage of bringing the rook on a1 to d1. That will give him a chance to take over the file while attacking the opponent's queen. And if let's say opponent is taking the queen somewhere else, then Arab can take his queen to c5 and attack the c6 pawn. So at least he may not get a chance to capture the knight, but at least he will be getting a pawn at least. So that's a thing Arab can have it. But let's see how Arav is continuing. Rook to d1 would be a good choice, I would suggest here.
All right, that's a good choice. Okay, will I be able to join? There are a lot of kids, bingo kids, hi sir, how to join, Girish Gopinath, how to join. Okay, kids, if you're a part of the academy and if you also, I guess, some kids might be part of the academy, they're watching this stream, all right, but if they're not able to join, kids, you have to be level 3 and above to join this FIDE Arena tournament. So, and you can then only play Draken Alpha Gaming if you are also part of the academy. This is an internal tournament. So only the kids from the academy fight it out against each other. And the kids need to be, for the parents watching and joining, the kids need to be in level 3 and plus to play here. And okay,
I
White
think,
decided to move the queen here in this game. We came back to the game, coming back to the game. And
yeah,
Black decided to eat up the knight on f3 first. Open up the king a little bit.
it's a good decision by Arak. It's a good decision. He don't want to accept the bishop. He first
No,
of
but
all forcefully opened
mm,
the
Black just made a
king side.
mistake, right? Black simply had to move the bishop back.
He could have, but same thing. It's just a normal exchange.
No, but
Now problem
now
is
Black
white.
is a
He
piece
did a
down.
mistake.
Now Black is a piece down. So let's just show the audience quickly.
Yeah,
White moved the queen out of the way to get away from the pin, right? Black
correct.
decided, let us eat the knight
Get the
first
bishop. Correct.
with the bishop. Okay, so that if white captures with the g pawn on the f3 square, the king will be opened up. All right,
Perfect.
white decided, let me eat the knight. Okay, so here black could have just gone back with the bishop somewhere, probably on the h5
Correctly
square,
suggested. Black should have
on the
definitely
d5
saved the
square,
bishop.
probably. So black would have been an equal, only one pawn down, probably. But now the situation has changed, and black is a piece down now. Although,
But
yeah, as we saw, Tazeen is a very
yes,
attacking player. There are some really dangerous threat on the white king. The queen might join the
here
attack.
this rook g5 move is, like attacking also have a perfect sequence of executing the plan. Here instead of rook g5, Tazin should have captured the h3 pawn first with the queen. Then rook g5 was, deadly check. It was actually a checkmate where white would have definitely given his queen for f3. But white has a way to save it now, knight e2, knight g3. Now white can simply offer queen g4, queens
Queen
exchanged,
g4
and black
check
will
is a
lose
forced exchange of queens.
exchange.
Queen
So
g4 check. Yeah. So one
then
move,
black does all the power.
difference, as Bhaskar pointed out. Instead of rook g5, yeah, this is a check, and black has to exchange the queens. And after
There's no
that,
other
we
options
enter
now.
an endgame. All right. So here was the
White is clearly
situation. White will
advanced.
simply capture with the f pawn because the h pawn was pinned. All
Another
right.
mistake by black. He himself
So
trapped his rook. King g3, black rook is gone.
yeah, Tazeen, she's trapped. All right. Also, this goes down to a spiral, right? You have some kind of attack going.
Correct.
You also think that it was a winning move, which you missed. You have seen it, and then you start making the mistakes. So here was the point. Instead of going rook g5, Bhaskar says first we had to capture the h3 pawn, and there was some forced checkmate ideas, or white has to give up the queen to defend it, or probably knight e2 or knight
At
g3.
least
But
black would have hoped for a draw by a continuous threefold repetition. Queen h3. After that, the best move white
after
can
that,
come up
queen
with knight
h5 is
e2.
also, yeah, knight e2, but queen rook h5, rook h5 is also some kind of threats. There are many
No,
threats.
if rook h5 will come, then there's a
Queen
chance of
g4
queen
check.
g4.
Okay,
Then rook
so
g5 will again come. That's the advantage of it. Rook g5
yes,
will come, it's a pin, and white will be using the queen, and along with the checkmate can happen. So there was a beautiful chance of black taking the queen h3 pawn first. But maybe he realized that. That's why, with the pressure, he did make other mistakes.
all right. So here, Arav Singh, after losing the point due to internet, will strike back and come back and probably will get this crucial point in this round. Let's see what are the other games going on. Arav Singh, there are other games which we have some results also. We'll go through those games, but let's jump back to the top board that we are seeing. Tanush versus Tanish, white versus black. Here, this is a very interesting game. Tanush playing, showcasing some very speed chess. Like he has more time on the clock than he started with, 10 minutes, 24 seconds. And Tanush is white here.
I guess right now, Dhanush is having exchange up. So with the clear advantage of pin, both are having same pawns. So point is, Tanush, all the pieces are here, very active. and white pieces is struggling to get out of the pin. Queen
It's
is involved
also
in just to
difficult to
protect the
save the
bishop.
knight right now.
Correct. It's the I don't see any way to save the knight right now. So okay. Now the piece is gone.
Okay, and Tanush should be taking this match home and leading the tournament after round two, along with some other people also. Okay, white plays, gets the knight there. Queen captures, will be exchanged down, but still not that easy because still some
Here
tricks
the
on the
queen
board.
the queen exchanging the queen would be forced. I don't see any options for Tanush because if he don't exchange the queen, he's having a threat of rook on c4, obviously. So he has to exchange it, and then maybe he can work on having both the rooks on the seventh rank and take the advantage of capturing pawns. Maybe that can help. But still, now it seems
White also has some
white still have hope.
Yeah, white still
Since
has hope as the
black
f7 pawn is a light square pawn, some pin and the rook can come there, some type of activity and some hopes here. So this game is
losing an
interesting.
exchange is a flaw in middle game. But if you somehow manage to take it to the end game and with less pawns, it doesn't that much matter that you have lost exchange. It's still manageable. So it's matter of the
Uh,
fact. Now this is a mistake. Don't let your bishops in such places where opponent can get a chance of pin. But
that this is a
here
trick.
immediately pinning is very blunder.
He
So there's a
wants
chance
that,
of
right?
discord attack.
Because yeah, he
That's why
wanted that.
maybe
That was
he
the
was
trick, I guess,
tempting his
Tanish was trying
opponent.
to do.
Maybe he already saw
But
that.
Tanush is not tempted into that trick. Tanush is playing
That's correct.
stable chess. All
So
right.
nice initiative by Tanish. I like it.
Yeah.
That's a mistake, but he was tempting the opponent. The best way was King F8 and then coming to Rook D8 was okay. But that's good. Tanush didn't get tempted by that. So it was really nice.
Nice tricks by kids on display. We are enjoying these tricks, small tricks here and there. Okay. Let's just go to one of the games that we might not have seen. Prasad Kore versus Avian Pujari. In this round, we haven't seen that game. So let's just analyze that game quickly from the top. So it was E4 and all right. So it's started with e4, e5. Kids are preferring a e4, e5 opening in this game, not a lot of d4 in the first move. And let's see, exchange of bishops here. Is that
Yeah.
a good idea with white, or should white castle and wait for black to exchange and capture with the f pawn?
Well, that can be a plan, but point is what how the kid responds to the situation is whenever the white offers the bishop e3 exchange, the black's responsibility is to take it little back to d6. So if the white captures, black will get open file and the a file if he accepts a b6. But here, normally many kids do capture the bishop on c5. They think that at least we get rid of an important bishop from an important diagonal, and he created a double pawn for the flank. So yeah, as just Chirag suggested, we can wait for the opponent to capture us back to e3, and then we can create open file for the f1, our rook. But still, it's okay. Right in that situation.
All right. So yeah, double pawns created for black. All right. And here again, the same kind of a trick that we saw
Mistake.
in one of the games, capturing the pawn in the
Discovered.
center, and the queen captures the knight in the corner with a discovered attack. And all right, so Avian
Little mistakes.
found some
Good
tricks
fun.
and won a couple of pawns here and there, and got the pieces to the center. And okay, so this was the mistake that Prasad forgot about. Prasad
The
was
biggest
going for
blunder.
tricks on his part, trying to attack the h3 pawn with the queen aiming on that file in front of the king, but he forgot about the knight e2 check, which is a knight fork, and black lost the queen, and this should have been an easy victory for Avyan later. All right. Okay, well played, Prasad, Avyan, both of you. Let's, Bhaskar, let's jump to the next game. Okay.
I think we have not gone for Vaibhav Bharti and Aditya Nair for this round, second round.
Vaibhav Bharti versus Adityan. That game is also over, and we see
That's
it's a
also.
black's win. Aditya Nathan has won the game. We can take it from the top quickly. E4, E5, knight C3, knight C6, bishop C4, knight F3. All right, and D4 by Vaibhav
Uh,
Bharti. Bishop captures, knight captures, castle,
that's a
opening
mistake.
all the following all the opening principles. Where is the mistake?
D4 was a free pawn from white side to black.
All right,
Three
D4 was
attackers, two defenders. That's a
yes,
free pawn for
free
black.
pawn on D4. All right, but one pawn doesn't matter much, I guess, in the kids' game here.
Yeah, correct. That we can maybe kids are learning nowadays since the world championship is going on. The great grandmasters they're observing. Sometimes grandmasters just give a pawn for nothing, no plan, nothing. So they are
But kids
understanding
at the
that they can be
grandmaster
the
level, it
winner.
is different. Here, one point also matters.
Matters a lot.
Grandmasters usually have very deep thoughts and ideas which we are not able to comprehend. They don't just give away free pawns, they give it for some kind of compensation with some kind of activity or some kind of play.
They always have a plan.
Yeah, but here black gave up a bishop. Let's see.
Maybe that's the mistake, I guess.
Yeah,
Can we
but
go back to
black
them?
managed to win this game. Yeah, here black just simply went knight h5.
Knight h5 is a blunder. He forgot that knight was the one who was protecting the bishop, maybe.
Yes, that's what happened. And
Okay, so just a little bit back. Here, black plays h6,
yeah,
right? The last move. That's a blunder. The
no,
moment black plays h6,
yeah, here,
little bit,
right.
yeah. Here, bishop can easily capture the h6. That's an absolute win by white. Queen on g3 against the black's king on g8. So that's a mistake. So white
Yes,
is having every chance to take and destroy the
white
opponent's king
was,
side.
white had a better position. He has bishop up, he had an
Correct.
attack. Then black, to prevent it, had to play a move like g6 or probably knight
With
h5 again, and then exchange up also. But here, white just made a blunder. White just gave up a free
no,
queen. So,
we can say I just made the black lucky today. After queen
yeah.
g4, black was completely unexpected. After that, it's just a simple win.
Still white going
Everything
for
that
some tricks and attacks, but okay, he got checkmated here. All right. Weber, you playing well, you were about to win, then you just made a blunder and white Adityan got lucky here. All right, let's jump back. Let's see. Okay, round two is almost over, and we see here Tanush Visha managed to win that game. We have mostly gone through. All right. So three people on full scores, two out of two, which is Swarit Tejas, Aditya Naran, and Sarth Gupta. All right. And I guess one game is going on. Tanish versus Tanish. This is the
Tanush
game.
game is going on. And I guess Sarth Gupta game is also going on. No, he has already won.
All right. Tanish game is going on, and Tanish is black. Tanish is white. And Tanish, although giving a huge fight, he lost the bishop, I guess, somewhere. We'll have to
Now,
see.
yeah, that we have to see that.
Okay.
Now it's an easy win for the black. They can simply have the exchange. Look on h4.
All right. Just that black has to be careful not to do some kind of a stalemate.
Stalemate. So,
White is going for those tricks. But yeah, this should be stable enough. The rook can just stay back, yeah, stay on the G file, and then the king can join the attack and do a checkmate quickly. Single rook checkmate at this level is very easy for kids. They know that the single rook checkmate takes place on the corner of the board. So forcing the king, keeping the king on the corner of the board, and yeah. should be very easy for Tanush at this level.
And Tanush has a beautiful amount of time in the stock. So I don't think you would make mistakes. But still, kids are kids. Sometimes happens.
All right, let's see Tanush's technique. Yeah, all good.
He got he got it. He
Yeah.
got the plan.
Now the king will chase the king as soon as he enters the corner. Yeah, it's a checkmate. All right. So congratulations, Tanush. Tanush joins four people, three other people on the leaderboard, and we'll see the leaderboard going forward. Round three should be starting any second. The leaderboard goes on like this. Swarit Tejas, Aditya Nathan, Tanush, and Sarth Gupta all are at 2 points. Prasad Fore got a walkover in the last round. Sanvi hasn't joined, so because of that, one person is getting a walkover. All right, and let's jump in to the third game. Should be starting soon. All right, we'll wait for the games to start. This should be okay. Tanush starts against Adityan Nair. All right, it is until game starts. We see the counter going on, and
Here we go.
okay, yes, it started now. All right. Again, white goes for e4. E4 is the favorite opening today for kids going forward.
Yeah. We haven't seen this. Oh no. I can see a queen spawn in the second board. Tejas versus Sat Gupta. Yeah, one game at least we got in Queen's Fun. From the first two rounds, we're just getting King's Fun. That's good. A little bit variety is good, and I have seen many kids they prefer to play King's Pawn initially in their starting days, and in that they play lots of games that they just like they don't feel like switching to any new opening easily. So they need some convincing games, like some grandmasters must have win a spectacular viewing. So what I will suggest to kids is it is it's a very good thing if you play different kinds of opening. That will give you a versatile thought. Attacking style is different in different types of opening, and it will give you a good core knowledge about how to transform from one of the opening to other. If you play more openings, it will give you that knowledge. So it's recommended always try different openings in good intervals. So it will help you to improve your game.
Kids try out one b3. B3 cowboy opening. It's a
Yeah.
very famous opening, a very attacking kind of an opening. All right. And famous Grandmaster Adiban Bhaskar is responsible for promoting it and making it famous. And
Correct.
I personally love Adiban's vibe also, and the way he plays. He has played some miniatures at this level in 2023 or 2022 with that opening and won the game in like 9 moves against 2700 rated
Yes.
grandmasters. So some beautiful games there, but yeah, it's not a very solid kind of opening, a very attacking opening,
Yeah.
but can throw off kids at this level too. So, all right. Bhaskar, what are your thoughts about like birds opening, kings, one e4, e5, one f2, f4? What are your thoughts
Yeah.
about those openings?
So for that, it's I would suggest unless you have a perfect experience on the words opening, you should not be playing. Because if the opponent knows the perfect way to defend it and not get tempted by your extra free pawn offering, then it would be difficult to take the advantage. And the real purpose of the opening is to make your opponent tempt for your free pawn, and then in return of that, get a beautiful attacking opportunity. So that's yes, that kids can kid must play some gambit openings in this level because they will nearly experience how tactical a game can be. If somebody needs to improve on his tactics, so he should play gambit related openings, especially the gambits. Those are the best way to improve your tactics. Either you win or lose. Point is how to figure out on an ongoing game. That's all matters. So I would suggest going for a words opening. It's good, not a problem. But
Bird's
well
opening,
prepared.
Dana's gambit, Smith Mora gambit, try
Yeah,
out random
exactly.
Danish
Those are the
gambits.
lovely Scotch Gambit. So these are, yeah, Mora Gambit, like you suggested. Like that's like these are some, like very famous in our time. We used to play, especially in Blitz and Bullets. That helps a lot. I would say it not just helps Blitz and Bullet. Gambit is one of the source to score more in a tournament of Blitz and Bullet.
Yes,
So that's the
because
thing. But kid, for rapid, if you are trying any gambit or any opening, you should be well prepared. Watch some games from the higher rated players, gain some knowledge, watch some lost games, how people are reviving from bad situations. After having a good preparation, take discuss some games with your coach, and then only you can start playing
right.
more.
Bhaskar, was there a move like C6 here instead of
I
H6?
think can we go a little bit back, just a little back,
This
some
one.
couple of moves back. I just want to see how White got extra piece. Where was the mistake? I think I missed it. I haven't seen where the White got extra piece. We need to go back.
All right. A lot of moves are happening, so we are not able to go back. Let's just see here.
Maybe we can just go. Yeah. No, here also already gone. It's already gone here. Maybe some more back. Okay,
Pawn
so
fork
yeah,
in the center.
pawn for Bishop B6 up.
Yeah. So,
Here
all
there was a
right.
chance. There was a chance.
This here
Opponent
I
could have
thought
saved it.
can black play C6?
C6. Here C6 is definitely that was happening. Bishop C6, pawn to C6 attack because there was a pen. Yes, C6 was happening. Correct. C6 was happening.
C6, although looks like giving a free pawn, but then eating up the knight.
But that's worth it to get a minor piece back.
Yeah. Here again, I guess the same trick.
Same trick is still happening. But it won't affect Tanush because he has
Now
already
he's two
had two
piece up.
extra minor pieces.
Yes, all
So
right. So let's just jump back to let's go to another round, another match that is going on. Round three, it's going on. There were four people. So Tanush and Adityan were there. Another is Swarit Tejas and Sarth Gupta. Swarit Tejas
that's
Mehta
very
and
good.
Sarth Gupta. These two guys are also on two in on the third round, playing on the third round right now. And Swarit Tejas is white, Sarth is black. Your thoughts, Bhaskar?
So right now at this point, one thing I would say, a good thing is Tejas has already castled, but the bad thing is the side he selected. It's not looking healthy for his king, and Sath is waiting for the opponent. Maybe he should be castling, and here Tejas should expect that Sath will be going for a short castling since he is about to attack on Tejas on the queen side. So Tejas should not delay and he should start attacking like pawn h3 with g4 full protection, removing the knight back to d2 maybe, then f4 and f5. Because you just don't wait for the opponent to be castled, then you will attack. No, you should attack. Even if the king stays in the center, that's also a spot you can attack on the opponent. So right now, that's not such big problems are happening for white, but yes,
White
one
is a
big problem has already
white is a
happened. That
piece
one
down.
less minor piece. Yeah,
White is a
that's the
piece
one
down.
big.
Yeah, that's a problem. And as you
That's the only
suggested,
big
right?
problem he has already correct. So right
But
now at this point,
what if white starts attacking and black decides not to go short castle? He just decides the king is safe in the center also, right? So
now white has to do something on his. No, this was not a good choice because he's already having one less piece, and
football
now
theory.
black is the one who wants to exchange the pieces. Black is expecting this kind of moves. Okay, that
See,
was a
yeah,
good
black
choice.
goes long castle.
That was a good choice. Because here doing long castling can another idea like this, since black's majority of the pieces are on the queen side, he don't have to do some extra efforts to protect his own, like this Satkata may be
All right.
thinking.
Swarit, if you are watching the stream later and other kids watching the stream, if we are points down or material down, we do not exchange pieces. We try to keep as many pieces on the board, try to complicate the possessions. and play ahead. Do not enter into endgame, especially don't exchange the queens. Try to keep the queens on the board, which
Exactly.
are there still now, but he exchanged the dark square bishop. So
And
again, he
now
has
Suarez
offered
are
a
also
nitrate.
again offering
So
a nitrate, which should be avoided completely.
yeah.
So
So and okay, black just offers a queen trade then, forces a queen trade. So all right, and black should be winning here. So
yeah, this is the easy game.
South knows. I call this as a football theorem, Bhaskar. Do you know what football like? Have you heard about my
Well,
football
no, I
talk?
would like to hear this. I would like to hear this.
Okay, so it's like in football, you see, there are 11 players on each team. Okay, let's just imagine those two teams to be one as a white team, one as the black team, right? And
Okay,
let's say both have, so we have 16 pieces, pawns and plus pieces. Both
correct.
of there, let's say one of the team gets a red card, right? White gets a red card here in this game situation. So one player is asked to go out of the field, as in soccer or football. So,
Perfect.
so it's 11 versus 10. All right. 11 versus 10 is still playable. We have seen a lot of like in the World Cup matches or any of the top level matches, 11 versus 10 is still playable. But if you actually play football, go on a ground, and if you play 2 versus 1, right? Two
Understood.
versus one
Yeah,
on a goal
that's
post, or like two players playing against one single player. Two players can simply keep on passing the ball to each other and score a goal easily. Whereas the one player
exactly.
has to run a lot, put in so many efforts, try to dribble both these players, and there are very less chances that he might score a goal. 99% of the chances are that two players will win. Same goes with chess, all right? We take inspiration from other
Absolutely.
sports with chess, right? So, like any other sport requires a lot of practice, chess requires a lot of practice. You need dedication, number of hours to be put in, same thing. So, same thing, we take inspiration from football. What we do is we we do not exchange more pieces because two versus one in football and two versus one in chess is going to be difficult in the end,
Perfect.
right? So
Perfect.
that's how it goes. So they
So
just
that's a
try to
beautiful
remember
strategy
it.
to explain the kids to.
Yeah, so it's a kind of a good analogy that I use for openings. I would use an ice cream analogy for this, as you were saying, right? Try every opening, right? Try every gambit. So what I ask kids is, don't only go for chocolate flavor ice cream, right? Try everything.
Yeah,
Try. So if you are playing
try
E4
everything.
also, right? Try chocolate chip, chocolate brownie. All right, go for a random flavor. Go for mango.
Yeah.
Go for guava, go for bubblegum, go for any random flavors. So try out different openings, try as you try out the different flavors of ice cream.
So that's a correct
So
thing. Unless you taste everything, you won't be able to decide which is the best.
which is the best flavor? Yeah. So so that's the thing. All right, let's jump to the next game and we'll come back. 1 second. All right. So here we have more games going on. Arav Singh in Dharmendra Tanish are still playing.
That's a game where we can expect still a lot of things can happen because just a one less pawn from black side and the rest everything is okay. So,
Okay, 1 second. All right, Bhaskar, go ahead, take it. I'll just be back in a second. Sorry.
sure. Well, right now, audience, right at this point, we can expect black's a basic tries to work on the c5 and the e5. Since we can see the white has already controlled the e5, so white may try to double the rooks in that and have a little try to enter that area. But still, in the same way, black can also have attack rook c8, attacking the c2 pawn. One little mistake, maybe black has done before, which has resulted in an isolated d6 pawn. Endgame, if you're having isolated pawn, that's a liability for you. Remember this. Isolated pawns in endgame are liability. Connected pawns in endgame are assets for you. Okay? Because connected pawns don't need extra care. Isolated pawns need extra care, that too from higher valued pieces. Isolated pawns, that means the pawn who don't have friends, okay? And kids, those who don't have friends, they normally stay not so happy. So have your friends together, you will be happy. Just like that, keep your pawns together, they will be happy. You don't have to give some extra efforts to save them. So you can think in this way and make your pawns together. You can see right now, just because of the d6 pawn, one valued pawn is taking the help of a five valued rook constantly from the backside so that the pawn won't be just getting captured. So this is the problem that happens especially in endgame when you have an isolated pawn. So try to avoid it.
All right. And here we'll have to see Aro's endgame technique. Like this requires a very specific technique
Specific way of
to,
maneuvering the situation.
yes.
It's
All right.
it's not easy for white to win the game also. I would say that. Just
Yes.
because black is having some flaws, that doesn't mean that white is having an easy win. White needs to do a lot of things here and there. A lot of trial and error methods white has to
And
apply, and especially, yeah,
rook,
yes.
rook pawn endgames are very tricky and difficult.
Oh my God. That's the way you can have in the endgame chapter. If you go in overall, every endgame chapter has its own unique, like piece combination chapter, like rook pawn endgame, queen pawn endgame, king pawn endgame, bishop and knight, everything goes for. But what I have felt till today is rook pawn endgame is the biggest chapter as compared to all of them. So say it has lots of things in plus minus, lot of things it has there. So
Arav
kid
Singh
needs to be paying
probably
this very
trying
patiently.
to, yeah, yes, Bhaskar, I totally agree. Arav Singh probably trying to somewhere attack the king. Like if he's, guess, rook d5, rook g5, some kind of attacks on the king he's planning. But there's no checkmate kind of pattern that which I can spot. Yeah, he goes for rook d5, attacking the b5 pawn and the
Well,
h.
this is the scenario I was talking about. Now, see, a very basic. Now, there is an easy chance for the white to take on the king. Um, let's say the rook stays over there on d5. The rook will be doubling up on d3. If the pawn captures, then captures. The rook will stay on d5. It will block the d6 pawn, which can create a way for white's king through f1, e2, d3, d4, and go to the queen side. But let's see, I don't see that's happening right now. Some Arab has different plan on king side.
Arrow is more focused for the king. He's going for the king right away, which can be a good approach for him too.
Correct. Here, Tanish needs to be very careful. Yeah, king h6 is the best move here.
All right, so let's jump back to some other games that are going on. Round three is still going on. All right. Okay, board one, Tanush takes a victory. So we'll see Tanush on full points with 3 on 3. Adityan, we saw how he gave a couple of minor pieces. He had some chance there with a move like c6. And we see Gupta Sarth versus another game for the top position where Gupta Swat versus Swarit Tejas. This is another. Uh, okay, this is a very interesting game.
This is
White
the
has
game we have already seen where Tejas was just offering the exchange of pieces even after having one less minor piece. So I think we can put a light on this Vaibhav Bharti and Fahiz Tazim's game. That's also
all right.
going on. Oh my
Yeah.
God. The moment I said Vaibhav did another mistake, I don't know what's happening to Vaibhav. Similar
Okay,
mistake he
Vaibhav gave
committed
up
in
a
the
free
past game.
queen and he just resigned. Okay,
Resign.
Vaibhav,
I think
one
that's the
more
same
thing.
thing happened with him in the last game. He gave up the queen on g4, and even if having a winning
Yes,
situation, he
that time he
lost.
was winning. This game he wasn't winning actually. That game he was clearly a piece
No,
up.
he's not winning this one. Here
Yeah,
he's
he's
having
a
one less
piece
minor
down,
piece.
but
He's
still
down.
playable. Still, he's one pitch down. Kids is
Still hopes
always
are there, we
playable.
can
Yeah,
say.
but Tazeen just found this. Also, I guess Tazeen was able to play better because we saw her first two games. She was attacking like crazy. She attacked too much, and the attack
I
backfired.
like Tazim's
This,
way of playing.
yes,
You see one
it's
thing,
an
Chirag.
excellent.
Look at the rating of Tazim. Right till now, he's getting higher rated players against him.
But one thing I observed, he's not scared of that. Even if the opponent is higher rated, he's playing his own attacking style. This type of kids go good in the long run. So you need to be attacking. Don't judge your opponent based on the rating of the opponent. If
Yeah.
you can have your planning and perfectly you can execute, then cousin, she's doing good. Perfect.
Yes. Tazin is a very attacking player and excellent. All right. So round three is almost over. We have two ongoing games. One is Arav versus Tanish, the complicated end game that we were seeing, and another one is this one where we're seeing Black was offering the exchange, but right now towards the end game, I guess Swarit Tejas is a little bit confident that he has some. Yes, he gets a knight fork and
Oh,
he will win the
maybe
rook.
he was hoping for this from a long time. He was hoping for this. That's why he kept his knight alive. Good return, good ROI of knight.
Yes, and some these pawns in the center. So this game, not we were ruling it out, but not ruled out yet. White has some
No,
chances back in the game now.
no, I think white chances have just increased now. Because you
With
see, white is also
Black
having
has like a
open five.
bishop c4 check.
Maybe
Oh,
white can go for a rook f7. Oh my god. He immediately played that. Rook f7 is a good entry. But first of all, create a base on the seventh rank, then he can think about the c4 pawn. It's not a problem. Maybe he can go for king c8. Oh, b8 is bad.
let's see.
You
Just
cannot
that
make your king stay on.
Black just needs to keep the mind calm because it's a very psychologically different situation also. All throughout the
Correct,
game, you are
correct.
thinking you are winning, right? But then suddenly some attack
Suddenly
comes
mistake
in
happens.
and some end game mistakes happen. Forks, knights are very tricky pieces. We have seen that. One fork and the direction of the game changes. So this is an exciting game for us also to commentate, and we are
The
having
main problem
fun.
happens, Chirag, is what now, just after losing the rook because of the knight fall, the first thought that will come to Sat's mind was, why didn't I exchange the knight when Tejas was offering me? So that feel of regret, you have to stop feeling that, or else that
Oh,
will help. That will create more
this
mistakes on the
again,
game.
a7 square is getting weak. It's getting dangerous now. Bishop
Yeah,
b7, the only move, I guess.
Bishop only move. Yeah, Bishop H1 is the only option he has. So now Sat has to plan something to remove that rook from f7, or else that's going to create a lot of chaos. Lot of.
Yes, definitely. Now, I guess Saad should use his knight properly and trick Tejas. As Swarit Tejas tricks Saad. Now, let's see how is Sarth able
Maybe
to
he can.
repay.
Maybe he want to take the revenge with the same piece. He lost his rook.
Which is
Let's see.
possible,
But
and we have
yeah,
five
that's
minutes,
possible.
7 minutes on the clock, so Sath has enough time to think out, plan, and
This
get
game
out
is
of
going to
this
go on.
situation. But this
This
game is
game is
very
going to.
important for the standings. Whichever wins goes ahead and will be on full points, which is 3-on-3 ahead. So let's see, and will be facing the leader who is Tanush. All right, he captures the c4 pawn, which is very dangerous, very, very
Now
dangerous.
it's completely a wrong choice of move because
Star
rook
a
on a1 to
a1
a7, king
a7.
b8, rook f7 to b7, king c8, then rook b6, then rook
Yes,
b6,
rook
and the bishop
b6,
is in it.
knight
Now
is
game has
attacked, bishop
completely
is
turned
attacked.
upon
Yes, this bishop
180 degrees
b7
turn.
was a
I can
key
see.
move to find.
Yeah,
Black
that's
still
the
had
only
some
move.
chances. The only defensive move there. Now,
Correct.
as Bhaskar mentioned, rook b7, rook b6 is kind of game
Unstoppable.
over.
Rook b6. That's the again a threat of rook c6 and king c4. So I probably he will play bishop to d5. I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
which
No
happily.
problem is king b4, king c5. Okay. Then rook b7, king b6, or king d6. So he
Okay,
can.
he
Okay,
just.
I guess rook b7 is a checkmate.
Yes.
So it was so quickly turned game. Now Sarth must be feeling very bad because he was absolutely winning. One little mistake and everything got destroyed.
Yes,
So
Sark, no worries. Happens. Just bounce back stronger in the game. You should be able to score 3 points. Okay, guys. So here we have seen one. There's still one ongoing game, the complicated end game that we were seeing.
Yeah,
Against,
that's, oh yes,
as we
it's
saw, right?
correct.
It becomes so difficult for white to convert that one extra pawn. It is
It's not that easy.
yes. Rook endgames are not that easy. Probably this game should head towards kind of a draw, but white has to find some plans, try to trick black maybe. All right, Bhaskar, what's the way out for white?
Here, one idea White is having for winning, in order to convert this present situation, White has to bring his pawn, rook to control his f4 pawn. Now, this is a wrong choice. White allowed the opponent's king to enter the center. That was not a good thing. King was f3 as a good piece. White should have bought his rook and saved his f4 pawn. And in the same time, his king will get a chance of king to e3, d4, c5, entering the opponent's queen side. So that was an initiative I could have applied. But right now, I feel like black is entering. So
But
let's see how it goes.
black king can't really go to e3, right? Yeah, can he
Ah,
go?
it can come. King to e3 is coming. It's not a problem.
But he
But
went back
same
to
thing.
f5. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. After king e3, you won't be able to do anything much because after king e3, in order to go to the queen side, you're not allowed because rook on d4 is cutting off. You can't capture f4 because rook on d4 is protecting. Only thing the black can do is rook g8 check. Here the king will go to h3 or h2, and then nothing more is happening. Again, the black has to come back to protect the d5 pawn. So black don't have a winning idea, but black has
Yeah.
idea to stop white from winning.
Yes.
So let's see how it continues. Now
But
the same thing has come back.
black is very much happy with the draw here.
Yeah, absolutely. He should be happy. He's the one not having one extra point. He has to be happy in that.
Right, rook goes back again, as mentioned by Bhaskar, yeah. And right now, let's see if white is able to find this idea. White has a
Let's
lot of
see.
moves here. This game can go on for forever also. If white, eh, okay, white, I
This is
guess, is not
maybe
able
White
to
has
find draw.
already no. I guess White has already made up his mind for a draw. They're just not offering each
No, no,
other.
but
Maybe they have
white is
all.
not planning for a draw, right? He's planning something. He went rook d3, rook d2, somewhere.
He's repeating the moves. He's repeating the moves. I can see. But I feel
Now,
he's repeating the moves because here White should go for king e3, rook on d2, rook f2, king e3, king d4. Maybe White is afraid of pawn d4 from black side. That's why he's not removing his rook from the d5. Maybe he's afraid of that situation. So unless and until White will create another pass pawn, just like the f4 one, the game is going to be difficult for White to win.
but black d4 is an interesting idea. You're saying rook d2, king
Yeah.
d3, rook f2, right? Then what if like when rook f2, he plays d4?
No, the problem is you have to bring the rook f2 before king e3, or else when you will bring king e3, he will immediately put a rook e5 check. Black will put. You cannot go to king d4 because your f4 is hanging,
All
unless
right.
you bring the rook to f3. And when you bring the rook f2 at this point, black will come up with pawn d4. Maybe white is scared of that situation.
Okay, I guess so. White is repeating the moves here, and we
Both
should
have made
see.
up the mind for a draw. Maybe
Yes.
they are going to
But
end up in a 3-4 repetitions.
no, black cannot try anything. I was thinking
Oh,
it's
that's
a
a
draw.
draw.
It's a draw by repetition. All right. So this changes. Tanish and Aro both move to 1.5 points each, and we have the leaders here. We have only Tanush and Swarit Tejas Mehta on all 3 out of 3 points. Vansh Gupta, Adityan Nair, Avyan Pujari, and Sarth Gupta all chasing them with 2 out of 3. But this is going to be the final round, and we will see one of the winners. We'll be following Tanush and uh, Swarit Tejas Mehta's match, but the second and the third board matches will also be interesting to see, which is Avyan Pujari from England versus Adityan Nair from India, and Vansh Gupta from UAE versus Sarth Gupta. Both Gupta brothers, I guess, are playing against each other.
I also guess the same thing. Maybe they are brothers.
No, no, but they are from different countries, all right. And we should have a kickoff in some seconds right now. And we have the kickoff. All right, the
Okay,
games have
so the last
started.
round is on.
For D4, D5, Swarat Tejas and Swarat goes for C4.
So I guess Swarit is the only person in today's tournament as a Queen's Pawn player. Everybody else is King's Pawn. He's the
Yes,
only one I saw 2 games with Queen's Pawn.
Swarat goes for D4, the only player right now. And for kids, E4 is a very common opening. It gives a more dynamic approach, I guess. So, E4 is kids' preferred choice. And but Tanush is playing very quickly, so I guess he's aware about how to deal with this opening. So he has played fantastic till now, and would be interesting to see. Tanush also last match was very interesting between Tanush and Sarth, I guess. Let's see.
Sharp was playing with Tejas. Tanush was playing with, I guess, Arav. Or no. Tanush was playing with Aditya Nair.
Adityan. Yeah. So that game was really interesting. A lot
I
of
think Aditya
tactics.
has left the tournament because he has already lost the fourth round.
Adityan has
And
lost the fourth round. 1 second.
yeah,
We'll check.
and,
Uh, Probably
and
Basket will
Vaibhav
check
Bharti
and let us
also.
know. No
Because
worries.
Arav
But
and Avyan Pujari have already won the fourth round.
okay, we'll jump to the standings. We'll show the standings to the audience towards the end of the stream. We'll stick to the game here and let's go. All right, Bhaskar, I guess Tanush has a little bit of a better position already because of the
Yeah,
open file.
open king side. But in addition to that, I would also like to mention to the audience, White is having double bishop combination, whereas Tanush is having double knight combination. So if White is able to channelize the bishops in a perfect way, then something can happen. Right now, we can see one pawn is gone. Let's see. Black should not allow White to enter the seventh rank, any of its rook or queen. So simply just take away the
The
queen and we
interesting
can.
question is it risky for black to enter an endgame here by exchanging the
Right
queens?
now. It's not risky because yeah, we can have white with slight advantage because this is going to be open position even if we are entering endgame right at this point. And bishops are well performers when we are talking about open position. So black has to struggle a little bit with because he has only both combination of knight. So immediately entering a endgame is not a good choice. Keeping the queen is good. I think queen
And
e8 is
Tanush
not a good that
understands
much.
that idea perfectly, and Tanush declines the exchange
Bishop
of the
d6
queen.
is coming right now, trapping the rook. Black bishop to
And
d6.
okay, Swarit Tejas Mehta finds it quickly.
Queen a5 has to be played, or else rook c6 can come up. But queen b7 is also working, I guess.
Queen b7
Anush,
looks to be a tempting move. Yes, Queen
yeah,
b7, Queen d5, capturing the pawn again next, even before
I don't
capturing the rook.
see any way to save the rook anymore.
All right, but
This
we
is
have
the thing I
seen.
was talking about. Bishops are deadly when we are talking about open positions. You see how beautifully the bishops were controlling the diagonal. And still the white bishop is always, watching on the h7. Maybe something can
Yes,
happen.
some
Nobody
trick.
knows.
But he doesn't eat up the rook first. Offers it, but
Okay,
now the rook
that's
can be
a wrong
saved.
choice. That's a wrong
Just
choice by
playing.
Tejas. He should have taken the rook. Now Tanush will easily save it. Rook e8 will come after
But
the
probably he's
capturing
thinking
of
rook
the.
c1, rook c8. No, but rook c8 can't be played. I guess he did
Oh,
a
they just missed. He just
calculation here.
missed. Maybe he has to just be happy with 3 pawns he's gonna get. Queen a6.
Queen
Well, that's
a6,
also
rook
not.
c7, but Swarit just played a little bit fast. Queen d5, yeah, he has to be happy with the pawns as mentioned.
At least he got 3 pawns.
Yeah,
No, I
still,
guess It's 7 points versus 4 points. Yeah,
2 points plus. No, plus 3 in points.
3 points because he's having 7 versus 4. So, but I don't understand why didn't he capture the rook? Maybe he just missed it. He forgot to capture.
No, but he played bishop d6, right? So he did not miss the idea of trying to attack. And yeah, so this happens, right? Like now, 3 pawns, a3 pawn is attacked. The queen can enter into white's territory right now, so giving some kind of activity. Okay, he goes for rook c8. Back rank
White is
weakness.
complete. What is completely an advantage right now? Queen e1 was not a good choice because after this check, there is nothing else happening.
Yes.
That's not a good choice. Now he has to do something because see, knight on f6 is the one who is facing the real problem. He is the defender for knight d7. He is also the defender for the rook on e8. And queen is way away from the home. King cannot come to f8 because of bishop d6. So that was a wrong time to bring out the queen right now for Tanush. Well, this is now seems like a very
Probably if
beautifully.
f3 pawn wasn't there, then there could have been some chances of perpetuals or some tricks. Okay, he
Oh,
exchanges.
that's a mistake. Rather, he should have played pawn to
And that's
h7.
game
I mean
over.
h6.
And Swarit Tejas takes home. Tanush, after 3 excellent games, just probably tired after 3 very tough games. Last game was also very tough for Tanush, playing on till the end. And Swarit Tejas takes home the victory for this arena. He's the only one who was able to manage 4 on 4, all 4 on 4. Let's see the Gupta brothers. Let's go to the Gupta brothers game and let's see it's Vansh versus Sar. All right.
So we are experiencing a family fight here. Gupta
Yeah,
brothers face off.
Gupta brothers. All right. Also, people following audiences, if you are new, if there are siblings, we offer a discount for siblings. So please join. Check out the link in the chat in the description. You can join. Fill the form if the kids want to join the academy, and we would be happy to help them to learn chess. And don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and also on other social media channels on Instagram and Facebook. And we have also been bringing out the coverages of the World Chess Championship matches of in-depth analysis by our top players who has won by Bebo Mishra, Rajesh Nayak, who are more than 2000 plus, 2100 plus rated, uh, Commonwealth Game Medal Championship winner of multiple tournaments, best players in their state, played some national tournaments. So that's some exciting stuff happening there. Do check out our coverage there. All right, coming back to the game, White Sard Gupta and Vansh Gupta playing here against each other. This might lead to one of them finishing on the second or the third place if they manage to win. All right, so let's see. White seems to have a better position here, and
Yeah, obviously, White is having a beautiful position. Just one thing White has not done is castling, but is similar in the same case. You can see Black has not developed two of his pieces, and White is constantly having one extra rook. So that's the main advantage we should discuss first. Uh,
yes,
I
White
can
with that
tell Black
extra
just
rook just activated that extra rook and got into the game,
yeah.
and yeah.
Once he castles and bring the other rook, so it is completely full
But
fledged
still,
action for
still,
White.
it's almost game over, right? White, how is White defending that? Probably a move like c6 or something like that. But because if he moves the knight, the queen is entering, the bishop is there covering the a7 diagonal. Yeah,
Okay. So he did a counter attack. Once Gupta did a counter attack instead of saving himself.
yeah,
So he's
but
attacking back.
it's I guess not happening because you can just simply hit the knight here.
Here there's a blunder, bishop d6, because queen d5, maybe Vansh Gupta has planned for queen e5, but he missed up queen a8. That's a skewer and rook is gone.
Yes.
Now he's bound to exchange the queen or else he will be missing the rook. So that's a thing.
All right, let's see. It's important that Sarth also finds queen a8. Okay, he had to
Okay.
exchange the queens,
And
and
after
now
that,
the
he don't get the extra piece he was hoping for.
yes. All right. So I guess Saat should be finishing on 3 points here. Let's jump to other game. Let's see what's happening with the other games. And we have one more game going on, which is Prasad Kore versus Tanish. Tanish is on 1.5 points. Prasad Kore is on 1 point. Out of four, like this is the fourth round. Out of three, Prasad has one. Tanish is on half score, which is 1.5 points, which is also a good score because all the kids playing here are above 1300 rated on
Correct.
different platforms, and it's a very strong field. Some kids are even more than 1600 or 1800 rated around kids. So it's a very strong field here. Scoring 1.5 points is also a big deal in this tournament. And here we see, is the knight trapped?
I guess it's almost no. There isn't a bishop c5 is coming to save the knight. It's not completely trapped. Yeah, if you're asking to way out, then it's trapped. But bishop c5 is a way to defend the knight. And since it's gonna create a discord attack format, so king has to be moved. And by the time opponent can plan for maybe f5, just save the knight. That's it. Because the point is, here in order to get the knight
Okay, he
as an
played
advantage
b4, but b4 doesn't help much. Bishop can simply go back to b6, right?
to b6. Yeah, correct. Bishop to b6. Absolutely. Oh, again, the same choice of giving two pieces for a rook.
But this works
That's
for black because black is already a piece up, right? Black is two bishops
that's
up,
worse.
in fact.
Right now
So
at this position, it's working because black is having advantage of pieces. So
and he
he's gonna
resets.
have a completely extra rook. So
Yes,
it's easy
black
win
will
for him.
end up with a rook extra, and Tanish might finish with more than 50% score on the board. That is 2.5 points, and yes, should be exciting. Tanish should take this home victory at the home. And let's see what are the other matches going on. We saw on board one how Swarath won. Board two, the Gupta brothers are playing Sarth versus Vansh. Sarth is a little bit better there with a piece up and looks under control. Let's see what happened with Tazeen. We enjoyed Tazeen's game. Tazeen is still playing. So it's Tazeen versus Jason uh, going on. Jason Pratka versus Tazeen looks an equal game. But again, as we were talking about Tazeen's attacking style, right? We see Tazeen has some kind of attack with black going on.
Well, it's
Uh,
looking equal with the major materials, but you see, sir, Chirag, black is having all the 8 pawns still in the board. He
Eight
haven't
pawns.
lost a single pawn till now.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yes, 8 pawns. Although two double pawns, but those pawns in the
Yeah, but
center are
still,
beautiful. Like they'll roll down the
correct.
board and open up.
And white is having a complete open situation. So for which we can also see black can have a space advantage. This is one of the most important thing happens with the kids. Kids fail to understand this space advantage. Having more space is also advantage. Even if you don't have extra pieces, pawns, doesn't matter. If you have more space, that helps you to trap opponent pieces in bad squares. So that's a helpful thing. Space advantage. Now we can see Jason has lost one more pawn. So 8 versus 4, completely extra 50% points.
Yes.
See,
And
now there is a very beautiful threat from black rook to c2, attacking the queen and the checkmate threat at the same time, and white will lose up the queen. So
I guess
Jason needs
Tazeen
to
will
find that.
find that move. She's very attacking in that sense. So I guess she'll find that rook c2 idea.
Okay. So maybe
Yes,
before
she
that,
always.
Jason got it. So at least he got the queen away from that area.
Yeah. And here, black can just simply play anything and it should be better. Even a move like pawn to d5, just stabilizing the rook there, should also
Here,
be.
black should only have a hope. Just somehow he exchanged, somehow if Tajin managed to exchange, she will have lots of pawns to promote. So just
Yeah.
think one thing she has to do is exchange the queen and the rook. That's it.
All right. But as you mentioned, right, rook c2 and rook g2 kind of ideas. Yeah, but yeah, stable move d5, just protecting the rook there in the center. And yeah, should should be good for black here. And let's jump to the other games right now. Let's see the Gupta brothers. Is Sarth able to convert that edging victory? We also have uh, Prasad
I think
and
Sargutta game is going on.
Prasad and Tanish we were seeing, yeah, but like we saw, right? Black had a lot of advantage there. Black managed to exchange that
Mhm.
piece. White only has one knight, which black might eat up also right now.
Now A4 pawn is unstoppable of black. That's got to
But
be a tool.
I guess that is also not needed, right? You
Not
go with
required.
rook,
Yeah, rook both rooks to E
rook
first
b1, rook
rank.
e1, yeah, and just
Exactly.
go
And
rook
H1 is a
h1 and
checkmate.
try to do the checkmate. But white will fizzle away because the only move is g3, g4.
Chief. Good. Chief was one.
Because yeah, okay, that was a sacrifice, but probably trying to open up the ranks for a ladder checkmate, open up the ranks or the files for the ladder checkmate. Yeah, not allowing the king to escape now, and a pawn can just roll down and get. Still, black can play a move like, yeah, this is also checkmate. Rook h1, king goes to h4,
No, rook H1 is checkmate.
h3.
That's it.
Sorry, yeah, rook h4 can't be gone. Okay. All right. I was thinking of some another situation where the rook goes to h4 and g5 was a checkmate, but yeah, not required. All right. So only one ongoing game right now, which will decide whether who finishes second, or probably Tanush is already second, because he had three victories earlier. But let's see if which of the Gupta brothers goes on 3 points here. Interesting, but Sark seems to be favorite, but Vanch is not giving up. Vanch is still going
Actually,
strong.
both the Gupta brothers are fighting with 2 points each. So whosoever wins, they will be coming to three. And maybe since Tanush has already got wins with good players, maybe his book also will be higher, so he may have second place. Yeah. Let's see.
Things are
Is this
heating
the
up.
only
Only
game
the
left?
last, yes, only the last game left, and White is in a comfortable spot, having one rook extra, one knight extra. So Saad Gupta should be winning this match. Should be. Also, there are many threats like rook d1 coming for White. You
Rook
can
d1,
continue.
rook d7 is the way you can checkmate faster.
Yes.
No need to exchange the pieces also because knight and bishop are already in action.
Yeah, knight and bishop are doing a great job. The knight is there, very active, sitting there. If black rooks also move, like rook d1, rook d8 is also a threat if the black rook moves somewhere.
After opponent, both the rooks comes to your seventh rank now. Your own rook becomes obsolete. It doesn't work anymore. Even if
Yes.
it tries to, those are
Yeah, so I guess
two
Sarth
rooks.
will play rook d1 right now because that's a very natural move. The open control of this open file, and if
And
he
he
is
don't
not,
have to worry about that also because he's just taking his pieces through white squares. Now opponent has got a black bishop, so nothing to be worried about.
yes. Okay, let's visit chat a little bit and let's see what's happening there. Uh, okay, Chess Santa says charming smile. That's good. Tushar Sharma says everything is ready. Let's go. All right. Tushar Sharma, one of the coaches, always excited and always joining in the stream. Thanks, Tushar, for the support. And Nafish Sheikh says last month, Rising Star video. All right. Nafis Sheikh, your parent, please contact your coach and have a word about that. They'll be able to help you out there. And we will go back to the game here after checking out the chat. And parents or kids, if you want your game to be analyzed from any of the rounds, just let us know in the chat. After this game is over, we can jump to that game and we can analyze them too. And we'll come back. All right. White managed to win the. Okay, the knight was hanging. Bishop was just hanging. White managed to win that, and he played f4. And yeah, we were so focused on going for the checkmate, we forgot that the bishop was hanging there. But the kid, but the kid found it, and yeah,
It
but the kid
happens.
should also right now f4. Yeah, f4 is good, a good move, but we should just go for rook d1 and go for like a checkmate threat. Rook
Yeah,
d8 is
checkmate
a
should be
checkmate.
done quickly. Yeah, that's the thing happening very nicely.
Okay, he goes for knight e7 check, and now there are discovered check tactics, and he wins the rook. And this should be game over for black. And we'll have to check the leaderboard after this, and we'll see what the results are and how did it go. All right, black is just entering into white's
King to g2,
area.
yeah. King to g2, x3 is the, after b5, the rook x3 is the, rook b5 or rook f7, both just need to control that f5 square.
Rook f7, h3, rook d5, h3, all kinds are made, which I guess Sark will find it. Yeah, finds it. Rook f7 and h3 is a forced checkmate in the next move, unless he plays something like h5. He plays
Okay.
g5,
h3 is now
h3 is
h3.
a checkmate. All right. Congratulations, Sark. Well done. And let's just quickly jump to the standings. Let's look at the standings. All right. Swarit Tejas finishes on third. With that victory, Sarth Gupta manages to finish second. All right. Tanush, we saw, was dominating and leading throughout for the first three rounds. All right. And there was very good. Avian manages to score three after losing that first game. So, Avian from England, who is joining us. Congratulations on that win. Tanish and Arav Singh manages to go with more than half, two and a half. And then Adityan was playing well. Last round, he did not tune in. Vansh with that last round loss, disheartening. Otherwise, he would have been on the second, but he goes to the eighth
Correct.
rank. And yeah, so all right. And Tazeen won two in the end after losing two. So she played some good, excellent chess. Two games, very attacking and entertaining also for us. Prasad Kore, Jason Parker, Vaibhav Bharti, uh, Kiran Jagannath, Sanvi, all thanks for participating. All right. Other kids also, we had some great fun. And this was the Rising Star Chess Tournament for the audiences we hope you enjoyed the FIDE Arena coverage from Premier Chess Academy. Bhaskar, your final thoughts?
So first of all, I would like to give a big hand for the kids joining this time, putting extra efforts to improve themselves. It's really hard to cope up for joining so many practice sessions and preparing for the classes along with the studies and all that. So that's a great thing, guys, that you're doing well. Lots of kids who lost some poems that you could have won. So all I would like to say is work on your mistakes. Okay, don't think that why I lost a game. Just don't take the sentence in this. Take the sentence that what can I learn from my lost game? Okay, if you try to learn a very little point also from your lost game, you can improve a lot in the over the coming days. So cheer up, be positive. Don't take it in any negative way. Don't feel bad about losing games. That's the part of the process, and you guys are already doing really great. So hope you to see again in the next month Rising Star tournament. Okay, so for the today's tournament, congratulations winners, and those who lost, congratulations to you too, because you will get a chance to learn some more mistakes today. Uh, Cheer up, guys.
And we'll be posting the results soon. And the hunt for the rising star, that is one of the top kids from the academy, continues. And we'll share the results for the April month soon. And congratulations for the kids who have won, and congratulations to the kids who also participated. And thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a good day.